What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about this AMD AI upscaling coming to the platform here in 2024. So I read your guys' comments this morning off my last video, and I admit, man, that last video was a little bit weird, kind of all kinds of stuff in that video, but let's talk about this, man. Mostly I kind of want to address the Nvidia bros in the in the comments section saying that just trying to address some of their stuff. Yes, if AMD does it, my friends, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it because why? It's AMD, and AMD isn't trying to rape or rob my pockets, rape me for all my money all the time for features like this. And when they bring this to the AMD platform and they don't significantly raise their prices like Nvidia does, that's good, man. That's good for competition. That just shows you that Nvidia is just out there ripping you off for nothing, When AMD brings this and it is and it is comparable, or at least within striking distance of what Nvidia does with their AI upscaling, yeah, dude, that's going to be interesting to watch people try to, one, do the mental gymnastics to try to be like, oh my gosh, it's still DLSS or whatever they do normally. And it's also going to be interesting to see how, how Nvidia still tries to upsell you this tech. I mean, I get it though. I get it. AMD coming late to the freaking platform with AI upscaling is more than enough time for them to work in the cost of it, I mean, but here's the thing. Here's the absolute thing. When I use AMD's virtual super resolution to like let me go to a higher resolution, and then I downsample to 1440p and I use FSR to get higher FPS or whatever. I've even done this in The Witcher 3, okay? I'll run the game at like 6K. I will go all the way down to ultra performance FSR, and then I will upscale it back to 1080, and that takes me down to like 1080p or something from 6K. And then I upscale that to 6K with using virtual super resolution with FSR2 at ultra performance, and then I downsample that back to 1440p. That image quality is pristine. It looks perfect. There's no jaggies, there's no nothing. It just looks incredible. And the beautiful thing about FSR is I don't lose image quality at all. It doesn't look glossed over. It doesn't look fake. It doesn't look nearest neighbor scaling. It looks incredible. I still get the fine detail. I still get the good looking, like everything. Everything is still there. DLSS strips out your I would say really fine texture detail, and it just kind of smooths it over. I mean, yes, it looks good to a lot of people, but once you've seen like what the image quality looks like without that, and see, when I first got Nvidia, I always just by default used DLSS. Always by default used DLSS on every game that supported it. So when games didn't support it, it was like, oh man, like I wouldn't play them and stuff, or I would play them, but I wouldn't get as much, much, what's it called? Like FPS and stuff. So it just felt inconsistent to me. And yes, I am new to PC, but here I am, man. Like I said, I'm coming in like a dump truck, and I'm breaking down old walls and old barriers, and I'm calling out the nerd stuff, because it's like, I feel like every single thing these nerds come up with, power draw or freaking 1% lows and all of this stuff, that's all just nerdy stuff, man, to make you like to like make you lose your mind over PC gaming, when let's face it, dude, not one game out there plays perfectly smooth. Not one of them on any platform ever. Unless it's like one of them older games that maybe you can get it to run smoother now. But let's be real, dude. When these games come out brand new, they're not smooth. They're not smooth. on either platform. They run however they're going to run, and you just accept it. So yeah, when that's why I call bullcrap a lot, because in terms of like overall performance on AMD and Nvidia, I personally feel like I've had a smoother experience on AMD across all the games that I've played. And to be to be completely honest with you, like I like the AMD platform better. It to me it's just better. I like AMD a lot more. Now, if you're somebody that obviously needs to use your Nvidia card for work or all of that stuff, whatever, dude, pay your extra premium. Who cares? But when it comes to gaming, I think AMD does it better. I think AMD is the platform for PC gamers, and it's easier. It's more affordable. You could get way more bang for your buck. I mean, you can buy the same level freaking GPU price wise, or and still get comparable performance and rasterization, and then save that extra $100 to put into your CPU. Get a better CPU. Get a better motherboard. Get better, something better that's going to make your overall system better than just blowing all that money on a stupid Nvidia card. Which, I mean, basically, like, at best case, it's going to give you a little bit better ray tracing performance on like 5 games, and then you're gonna get what I mean, like your DLSS, or like nobody can really realistically explain to me what that extra money is going to on an Nvidia GPU, especially if you're just a gamer. And I'm a content creator too, and I don't see any real difference in the programs that I use to do my content creation. I don't really see any advantage that the Nvidia card was bringing to any of that. The only thing it had was the only real useful thing that Nvidia had for me when it came to content creation was broadcast. Being able to get rid of, like, use AI to get rid of my background, and even now it's still like caused flickering and like fuzziness and all kinds of stuff. So I mean, it wasn't even perfect. You know what I mean? It was like, dude, this kind of, I mean, it's cool. It's a nice little magic trick, and I can use it, and I can make myself smaller and do like live streams and stuff like that. And that was literally the only good thing about the Nvidia experience that was actually beneficial over something I don't have on the AMD platform. Everything else on the AMD platform to me is just fine. Like, it's just fine. And people making all this deal about, like, oh my gosh, Nvidia this, Nvidia that. Dude, nobody cares. I mean, I don't care. Like, I get that people like Nvidia, and I get that maybe you're a lot more qualified, or you've been doing PC gaming longer and you've found all the tricks of the trade to make your Nvidia experience better. But I mean, are you truly happy? I see a lot of depression among the ranks of Nvidia bros over on Reddit all the time, man. Like, it doesn't seem like anybody on Nvidia is ever satisfied. And I mean, that's fine, but at the end of the day, bro, if you're not satisfied, why not give AMD a try and see if maybe it can help you? Maybe you'll be just fine with it. Maybe the bringing yourself back down to earth and being like, okay, this to me is more like a realistic experience for gaming. Like, I get a good gaming experience, and I don't have to spend a whole bunch of extra money on hype and brand name and all of that stuff. I've always been the kind of person that can live with something if it's not brand name, dude. I don't have to have brand name anymore. Like, I used to be like that when I was younger. I used to have to be like, yeah, man, I gotta have freaking like expensive clothes and stupid stuff, man. But yeah, dude, now I'm perfectly fine at shopping at Costco and wearing Costco clothes. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one later today. Thank you for watching.